Hey guys, I'd like to start I'd like to start this video by apologizing for my voice. I've got quite a cold coming on. It's Michael from KMJSY here, and I'd like to start this video also with a shout out to Bring Me Up. Thank you for the donation of 10k PK tickets, which allowed me to buy towards the shards which are going to be used in this video. This video is going to be a road to 99 summoning. I started off by doing a lot of reading on the forums and a lot of asking questions, just so I knew where to start off to tell you the best way to do it. So I'm going to start off by showing you something that I've used, which has been the most informative thing I've been sent. So guys, to get to this guide, you go on the ArteroPk forums, and then you go on to guides and click on golden guides. These are guides which the admins and moderators must have selected as being very useful. I strongly advise all of these. How to hybrid is quite good. A few guides in one is very good if you want to learn a few things about the server when you first join. Same with summoning and slayer. I haven't really read through the majority of these, but the summoning guide is one that I did look through because I didn't know much about it myself, and I didn't want to end up wasting my time talking about something which isn't quite right. So, as you can see, this tells you all about it. So it tells you to head to the Falador store to buy your shards. To do this, instead of buying them myself, I bought them for 7k PK tickets for 300k. Usually it's meant to be about 3k PK tickets for 100k. But because it all bought out and everyone wants summoning as it's new and interesting, a lot of people have been doing this. Now, this is the hardest part, getting the charms. As you can see, he advises using Tavoli Dungeon and killing Chaos Droids, and I'll be showing you about that in a second. But to do the majority of this, I went for Slayer just because you get some money from it at the same time. I mean, a little bit of money at least anyway, and then you get some Slayer reset points, which are now necessary if you want to carry on doing TDS as a money-making method. So yeah, I didn't use Skeletal Warlocks, but I've heard they're very useful as well. I heard they're very good. Had some good reviews about it. Yeah, you want to try and get about 1,000 gold charms if you're going for gold charms. Gold charms are good because, right, these are the lists of NPCs you need, and the majority of them use the gold charms, especially Arctic Bears, which is probably the longest period. You need about 1,100 gold charms, he says, and about 20k spirit shards. That means I bought way over the amount I need. If you stick to Arctic Bears, that is, at least for Arctic Bears. I think that was one of the best guides I've ever seen, so a shout out to IKOUSTR for making that guide. Well done, man, that is very useful. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just doing some Chaos Droids. The biggest thing I would advise is get your Slayer points up to 40, I think it is, and buy a Charm Collector, because this item will pick up charms without you having to run over and get them all the time, because you will end up missing some. You will spend a lot more time picking up charms than you do gaining them. So I managed to get my Slayer up to 91 just from doing those tasks. At the minute, by the way, to see what Slayer tasks you have and how many points you have, you type item gem and click on it. At the minute I got 88 Steel Dragons, which is just a brutal task, and I decided to come over to Chaos Droids because I thought, considering I've already managed to get my summoning up to 87 with the charms that I got from Slayer. I did not do this for very long, by the way, probably about 3-4 hours maybe, which is not very long when you're revising in the background and stuff like that. It's easy going. Yeah, I thought with the amount of charms I got here, it might be faster just to finish them off getting charms here. I have heard a lot of people saying they gambled for their charms, so they gambled their red charms, and their green, and their blue, and the gold, and eventually they won one of them. And with those won, they had enough charms to get it. After I think they saved up first, and then you get like, I think it is 500 of each charm, and then you can just gambler it, and that probably is a faster way as long as relying on you win one. So that's a little bit of advice there. Right, so I'll just show you how it works. You need to make sure you have the spirit charms in your inventory. I think he's slightly off with 20k charms, by the way, because I started off with 224k, already down to that. So I think that's just talking about the bears. But anyway, then you refer back to the guide and you see which one you need to summon. So the item you need to summon it. So I'm going to get 10117, which is Arctic Bears, and I'm going to get 10 of them. You also need to get pouches, which is item 12155. Off the top of my head. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I probably shouldn't have just spawned one. So I just spawn 1,000 for now, and you've got to use the item on the pouch. You can use the pouch on the item, just because I suppose some of them are right click, so they didn't want you just getting it easy, did they? So these are apparently Arctic Bears, the fastest way to get XP. Let's see how much XP I get from this. The first one will be off by a mile. As you can see, it uses one of my gold charms every single time, which is quite a lot considering it does take a little while to get some gold charms from Chaos Droids. Slayer was probably better because you just don't realize it going up. But Anyway, I will be doing a showing of when I've got 99 Slayer summoning, and letting you know if it was worth it and if I think you should bother going for it, and what the best route was eventually, whether it was better going to Chaos Droids or whether just not even noticing them go up and doing Slayer. But the biggest bit of advice is get the Charm Collector now before you start needing the charms. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you subscribe if you enjoyed.